Now, we gonna learn today. Now, that's eloquent what you said, but I'm a teacher. And I'm gonna tell you the flip side of what goes on with that. It is very nice as a teacher to have a parent that cares. Because most of the people, not all, most of the people I've encountered care about what their children are learning. But parents don't have the rights, or they don't know their rights as parents when it comes to the education system. And the teachers, a lot of teachers are shut down for giving parents their rights. Yes, it is wrong for a teacher to have to come out their own pocket to buy anything. It is. But most places give you a budget for that, and they pay the teachers back. Not all, but most. I worked at a place that didn't even have books, so I had to buy books for the school. I went to a library and explained that to the lady, and she looked at me like, what kind of school you work at where y'all don't have books? And I mean this, like, no books, no cat in the hat, no nothing. Another thing, teachers are stressed, and they do bring it into the classroom. It is not because of a relationship. It's not because of a bad night. A lot of teachers are stressed because they're the most overworked people with less pay. Like, I can only just I give shout outs to all the I teach preschool, but I've taught in college too. And I'm gonna give a shout out to all the people who teach in daycares and preschools first. And the reason why is because you have to have a lot of patience to deal with the things that we go through. And then to have to put grades in, to put your dailies and anecdotes in the system, and sometimes you don't even get, like where I'm at, I don't have prep time. So there's no prep time to come out the classroom and decompress. We just sometimes walk out the class, but make sure it's in a ratio and everybody's good. And even when people I work with, I'm like, go leave the classroom for a while. I'm gonna stay here with the kids. Just take a breather. And we do that. And it's not because the kids stress us out all the time. It's because there's a lot going on with who we work for and how we have to work.
But what I want to add to that, I'm not saying go to the school and let the teachers tell you whatever. Like, I don't agree with certain things that teachers do. And
so wait. Give me something.
All right. Some teachers want your child to take what's them pills? Ritalin.
That's not true.
You can't tell me that's not true, because
that's not.
Teachers done asked me to give my son Ritalin.
No. That doesn't come from the teacher. That does not come from the teacher.
Oh, so you mean to tell me when that teacher go to that social worker and say, look, this child is acting like this, what can we do? And that social worker say, well, that child needs some drugs. And that teacher say, okay, well, I'm gonna go explain to the parent, because that's the circle that I was in.
Okay.
So when you say it's not,
it's the child study team.
Yeah.
They do
child study.
Wait. Teacher,
first,
right? Yeah,
wait. No, it doesn't go like that.
They're not medically
right.
certified.
That's illegal.
Yeah, that's illegal.
So if that was your child, or that was your parent, your mom or dad or whoever who heard that was, like I said, parents don't know their rights in the education system. Y'all could have sued them and got them out the school.
But even if the social workers was in there?
Yes, because that's illegal. That's a crime. Yep. So I'm glad you brought that up, because that is a crime.
Orange Middle did that to me.
Guess what? Then y'all say y'all should have.
They did to my child.
Okay, listen. That was illegal. Yes. Because what happens is, if a child has an issue, the teacher has to give it to their master teacher, director, or teacher coach.
Well, I know it was a couple of teachers in that setting with me.
But wait.
I don't know who was who.
But listen to me. This is how I'm telling you the process. After that, when the paperwork is done, there's a person called a PERT who comes into the classroom to see how the child acts, and not just one day. They have to come throughout a couple, like months, 2 or 3 months.
Isn't it the teacher that refers it though? That says that the child should need some type of assistance?
No. See, a referral is different than what you're going to, because you're at an extreme. No, I'm telling you, because this is what I go through. When you go to a person, you say this child needs additional help. The help isn't always because the child can't sit down. It can be physical, emotional, mental. It could be a bunch of things. So then the PERT then has to give you not an assessment, a plan. They're called IEPs or 504 plans. The plan then has to be reviewed by the parent, the child study team, and the teacher with the child present. Because sometimes the child study team has to see, like if it's ADHD, can the child sit down? I've had to go to meetings about children with the child present, and when the child wasn't present, we had to get it authorized by the parent that, okay, the child can be here. Do you want the child? They have to okay it or deny it. Did you go through those steps?
I only had one meeting and I said no.
So then, okay. So then you had one meeting with the whole thing?
Yeah, with the
Then that was illegal, and you had a right to sue. That was illegal because you are not, and this is state law. Law now. A teacher is not given to the right to diagnose any student. The most a teacher can say is that child need their ass whooped. About it, and they can't do it, and they can't do it.
Peep this. I didn't say, or should I rephrase? I don't know if the teacher told the IEP people to put them on a drug.
Okay.
But I know that teacher was the cause of my son being evaluated for a drug.
Okay, well, once again, that goes into education system. Because now we're talking about health and education, which don't go together in many aspects, and some they do. Now, when it comes to diagnosing a child with anything, especially pills, as a learned man, I know there's a deeper science behind that than just this child needs help, because that's bullshit. Because I don't believe in giving children pills. And I almost got fired because a person wanted to put their child on pills, and I told them don't do that. And they wanted to get me fired because I was messing up their SSI check. Okay? So I know both sides of this strategy just personally, and have experience in it. And I'm gonna tell you, any referral that comes from a teacher, yes, they will look into it, but medication, no. Especially in the community of brown skinned people, they try to force us on pills more because that's how they make money. In the medical societies and medical systems, if they don't give you pills, they can't make money. So if we know there's a connection, Lord. If they know there's a connection for money, children having issues, they do that to raise money for the district as well, which is illegal. The average child, the average child in the classroom for my last studies, it could be more, it could be less now, was about it was like $1,500 to $3,000 per seat in the classroom. That's what their worth is. If your child is on,
that's a day or year? I mean, that's a day, right?
I'm not sure offhand, because I'm not gonna lie to you, but I know that's an amount of money that they give to that child.
I know.
Although you get for that child, it may be for the year. It may be for the year.
No, transportation, $999 per day to transport our children to and from school.
Okay, but see, no, that has nothing to do with the classroom. That's transportation.
Well, what would be more expensive, to get that child to school or to train him in this institution?
The training.
Yeah, so if I'm getting, I ain't saying I'm getting.
Yeah, but your company.
Not my company.
Oh.
The state.
The state, okay.
When you bid, they say you cannot go over a certain amount of dollars.
Right.
And that threshold is $999 per day.
Yeah.
Per student.
Right.
So this is why I got into the business.
Okay.
I think we should cut out the middleman, just like the Nation of Islam did, start transporting our own students, building our own schools, cutting out the state from getting that money for our children, because they get money constantly from our children.
Of course they do, because children and the elderly are the people who make the most money besides death. Right?
Yeah. So what I think we should do is start advocating for people to fix their credit, buy land, start transporting, and every income that a system can make off of your child, you make it. Stop letting a man make it off of your children and you. Start your own business so that you can leave something for your child and they don't have to go ask for a job, right? It's certain things that we can do in this community to better ourselves.
So now to go back to how this interview started, you just described the American way. So why doesn't the American way work for American me and American you?
Because America is not one team. America is segregated, and it's not on the low. Like, if we were to think about football, right? Everybody know football.
Love football.
I don't, but if we was to think about football, you would have the New England Patriots and the New York Jets.
Okay.
If any one of them teams was to play outside of, give me a overseas team.
The Toronto Argonauts.
Now, I guarantee you that nobody in the NFL is going to say that Toronto, whatever, can beat any team in the NFL.
Of course they will not.
They will not.
But that hurts their brand.
Yeah, but America should stand that same strong. They should stand strong just like that.
And
they
say
shouldn't.
That the Jets can't lose to the Toronto Argonauts?
No, New Jersey is part of New York.
You're right.
But it's not.
You're right.
We separate.
You're right.
But what I'm saying,
that's not on the low. That's 100% known.
That what?
That we're not together.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the problem.
But America could never be together.
Why?
Because America wasn't structured to be together from the beginning.
Then why don't we call ourselves the divided states of America?
Because the states are united. The states are united because there's a federal government.
But we don't have to follow that federal government.
Exactly. So then we can't be together.
So we're not united.
We are united.
My state can say
we are united. You know what unites us?
What?
The dollar. Because we all use the same money. No, for real. No, that's really all it is.
All right. So
that's it.
It's other countries out there that people use our money. Are they part of us too?
They would be called territories. Are they a part of the United States of America? No. They would be called a territory.
Yeah, but
that's why there's been a beef for like how many, like 30 years now, with Puerto Rico joining the United States, and the Puerto Ricans are saying no, we want to be our own people. Yeah, that is part of that. But because American dollars can be used there, they're called a territory. Same thing in the Caribbean, right? Same thing. The Caribbeans are a territory. They're not the United States of the Caribbean America or nothing. They're a territory which uses American dollars.
Hawaii is a part of the United States.
Right, but Hawaii is connected to a landmass. And Hawaii they signed over their government to the American government. So that's why that works. When Hawaii was purchased, it was given to the American government as a territory that turned into a state. And Hawaii was only one. What was Hawaii and what was the other one? The other one's still a territory. So my bad. But yeah, Hawaii was a state. It turned from a territory to a state. And like I said, the only way Puerto Rico could become a state is if they give away all their national identity and become part of the United States, and have the United States as their main everything.
How would that benefit? Would it benefit the United States to have everybody part of the United States?
Yes, it would.
Why?
It would benefit me, but as far as the white supremacists of this country, hell yeah, it would benefit them.
Why?
Because that's more land and resources. And the major beef that people I seen, and I could be wrong, but I'm giving my opinion. So everybody watching, this is an opinion. This is not a fact. But one thing I've seen is that population control is an issue, and people need places to go, and places to live, and places to conquer, and places to keep populated. So because of that, anything that you could put your hands on, especially with the religion of manifest destiny being the cause of why things like white supremacy exist, yes, it is a benefit, because the more you gain, the more power you think you have.
But even if I become part of America, right? I'm overseas, but I say I'll be a part of America. I still can have my own laws.
No, you can't.
Virginia got their own laws.
Who's Virginia?
In America.
Virginia's a state.
Yeah, but they got their own laws.
What federal government do they follow?
They can actually say, all right,
look
at Cali. Look at Cali.
Okay.
Cali said we're gonna let immigrants, undocumented people, hide here.
Okay.
But the government said no.
Is there a federal law?
It is.
It's been passed. Not a bill, a law, federal law. Federal law means that if all right,
so marijuana is a federal law. Marijuana is a federal law.
It's becoming.
But no, it's been a federal law.
I didn't see
it's
that.
Illegal. it's illegal to sell marijuana. But in some states, you can, right? Some states you can. So when you say that, what do you mean? Break that down to us.
That's not entirely accurate. And I'm
So some states can't sell it?
No, they choose not to.
But all right, so is it a federal law that they can't, or is it a federal?
You would have to show me the law that says marijuana is illegal to sell in every state.
Well, all you got to look up is why they can't deposit it in the bank.
You're talking about FDA stuff. That's a little different.
Well,
but that's it. But again, that's federal. Federal law has to be adhered to all states. That's what makes it federal.
They don't, though.
But wait a minute. States have the obligation to state rights. That's what makes America That's what makes America different than other countries. Like if America was the way the world is, America would be like Africa. Now Africa has Libya, Kenya, Morocco, blah, 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 okay? Too many countries, I'm not getting into all that. But they're states within the grander continent. But they don't have a federal jurisdiction to the whole continent. Us, we're a business. America's not a country, it's a business. So you have the business of New Jersey and you have the federal law that governs the business of New Jersey.
Listen, all of these countries, aren't they all a business?
Are all the countries a business? Yes and no.
Give me one that's not.
A country that's not a business? In terms of business, you mean employers and employees? I don't work for the state, so no, I wouldn't be a part of their business. So, in that instance, no.
Wait, what you mean? I don't get that.
Exactly what I'm trying to tell you. We're arguing through the different sides of the coin, but it's the same argument. You have the business of education, right? But I don't work for the state. So no, I'm not part of their business.
Oh, so America is not a business then?
America is a business.
But are you a commodity of their business?
For having a social security number?
There
yes.
you go. Okay, so
yes.
Give me a country that is not a business.
Anyone that's sovereign.
Which one?
Any person that's sovereign. You're your own country. You're your own man.
So which country is that? Or is that just a people?
They're a world citizen.
Which country?
They're a world citizen. You are your country.
So it's not a country that does that. It's people.
Individuals.
Yeah, individuals can do that, not a country. So all countries are business.
All countries make commerce, but it doesn't mean that they're businesses. It's a little different. Like I said, that comes with that's a question that's very intricate. That to answer, you got to go a little deeper than what we're doing.
Take it back real quick. It's the CSA, the Controlled Substance Act.
So it is a law, federal law?
Yeah, 1930.
So marijuana as a federal law is illegal. So then why is it being made legal now?
Some states that we are the divided states of America. We don't have to follow a state, like you said, state rights. We don't have to follow federal law.
Why?
Because of state rights.
No. It's because that was what the federal law initially said.
And it gave states their rights, right?
So then, if you look at that as a business, it's like saying, I gave you a job, but you have a right not to go to work today. You still are under their jurisdiction.